Hey, it's Angel, the hunting gear guy again. I wanted to show you guys a real quick upgrade for these M14 rifles. I'm just going to remove the magazine and make sure I don't have any ammo in here for now. This is just a quick upgrade to the recoil spring and spring guide. When you're pulling it back, now there's a lot of sounds that you're hearing here, but one of the ones that I can hear is I can hear the spring grinding against the op rod as it's going in. And it makes for a little bit of a drag here, so it's a real quick upgrade, and I want to show you guys how to upgrade it. Now the first thing we're going to do here is make sure our rifle's on safe, and then we're going to remove the trigger guide. Trigger group. Normally I'll just pull on these things, but because I'm trying to show kind of what I'm doing here, I'm just going to use this punch, and that punch just kind of goes in through that hole in the back. And you can just use it to lever it until it kind of pops out there. There we go. Now let's see here. There we go. Well, let's just pull that right out the top. And then normally I just grab it by the barrel and kind of hit it against my thigh until it loosens the action off. And you can just pry it right off of there. Let's kind of get this stuff out of the way. Now you can see here with this factory guide rod, it's just flat here, and you can see that that recoil spring is just a little bit wavy. And as you bring it back and forth, it's just grinding on here a little bit much, and it's hitting it. And you can see it's kind of like squishing and bouncing a little bit. That's not great for accuracy. With these M14s, you're always trying to minimize the number of things that can change shot to shot, and replacing these things is really easy. We're just going to pull back on that recoil spring just to release a little bit of the tension. Let's zoom in a bit more here. And then we're just going to pull this plunger back. So let's pull back to remove the tension, pull that plunger back, and now this is free to come out. Just going to zoom out a little bit more. There's that factory one. Let's get it out of the way. And let's pop in our new one. I notice this new one's just a little bit more difficult to get in there because it's got a little bit more spring pressure early on. Oh, let's flip that. There we go. And again, we're pulling back to release tension on it. Now we're pushing that little plunger in. Now we've got it in, and now you can notice because this rod is round instead of this flat one that the factory ones come with. Because it's round, now this spring is actually being guided properly, and now it's not binding and squishing and doing all sorts of weird stuff like it was with that factory part. Let's put this bad boy back together. Let's just grab my action here. Let's just... There we go. And now this one still needs quite a bit of grease, but at least it's not making that horrible grinding sound that it was before on the spring. So again, this is a real small thing, but I thought I'd mention it. A lot of Canadians have these Norinco M14s, and the factory spring is kind of crappy. It comes out a little bit shorter than this S&J Hardware one does. And lots of people sell those aftermarket spring guides. S&J throws in a spring with theirs, and they're all around the same price. They're all around that $40 range, so I picked one up when I was at P&D. So again, real quick review of the how to install the S&J Hardware M14 recoil spring and spring guide. Thanks.